lovely souls who are joining me on this channel. I'm so happy to have you guys back. And if you're new, welcome. This is another timeless pick a card reading. And today the subject is what you must know in order to progress forward. What spirit wants you to know. What advice they have, your guides have to tell you today. And we're going to also have a little sneak peek on what's to come. So I have 4 cards for you today, and there are runes on top of each card. So if you're drawn to the number of the card or if you're drawn to the rune, it doesn't matter. That is okay. Trust your intuition to where you're drawn to, because your message is being held within this pile. So we have pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3, and pile number 4. This main deck is called the Sacred Earth Oracle. Any Oracle on tarot deck that I'm using today is going to be listed in the description box. So if you want information on that, that's fine. It'll be in there. So take a moment if you need a moment to just tune in. Take a deep breath. And once you're ready, find the timestamp below and you can skip straight to your reading. I'll see you there. Hello, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. This is going to be all about what you need to know today from your spirit guides in order to progress forward. And then we'll sneak peek into what's coming for you. So we're going to have a look at your first card that you chose, which is rediscovery. Rediscovery. And I love that this image is of a young girl, a young child. Doesn't have to be female, doesn't have to be male. It's just that inner something, rediscovering something from within. And then we're looking at your rune, which can usually indicate the main theme of the reading today. And this one, in fact, is of love. It can be about relationships, connections, harmony, fertility, and emotions. It's about balance. So we'll tap into that a little more as we go. Okay, so I have shuffled and picked some cards today. Let me straighten that up. First of all, let's lay them out. How should we lay them out? We've got the 4 of Swords. We have the Wheel of Fortune. We have the Empress. We have the Queen of Pentacles. She's magic. Can you see her there? Interesting. We have Ace of Swords. Capricorn and Achieve. Okay. Right, let's tap into this. Let's see what's going on. All right, Spirit, what they want you to know. Okay. So, what I'm feeling Spirit is really pushing you towards is going deeper within yourself to rediscover yourself, like we've figured out. Sometimes when we are busy with life, this can be sometimes when we become parents, when we've been in a very nurturing and motherhood or parenthood phase in our life, we often lose touch within ourselves just a little bit, because we make so many sacrifices for our little ones. And if it's not parenthood, it can be in relationships. We lose ourselves a little bit. Anyway, what I'm getting at, what I'm feeling that Spirit's trying to say is you're being encouraged to head into a time of rediscovery, okay? Rediscovery. And I feel like there's just been a phase of where, you know, you've had to put your own needs aside. But it's time to put your needs first. This is what I'm hearing from Spirit. Spirit wants you to put your needs ahead now, because this is what it's going to take in order to move forward. And what I'm hearing here is that when you do come to the time where you're ready to delve a little bit into yourself, you're going to be rewarded, okay? The universe is listening, and you're also going to discover things that you had passions for, that you're finding passions for again. And there's goals that are going to come up for you when you do take the time to nurture yourself and rediscover yourself. Like we said here in your rune, this symbolizes, you know, love and relationships and connections and harmony and fertility. If it's, you know, fertility doesn't have to mean having children. It can mean the birth of desires. It can mean the birth of goals, birthing creations. Some of you, it may be leading up to this time of creating and starting a family, but others, it is something else, okay? And it is to do with the dreams and the goals and the money, the stability, okay? But also, if it is you with that family dream, they want you to really focus on rediscovering and looking after yourself in order to have that to happen. You've got to put yourself first. So maybe there is some encouragement to check in with your body and see if there's any adjustments you could make with your eating, how you're, you know, treating yourself. Do you love yourself? Do you need to work on that self-love? And then for others, that is very relevant too. When you check in with yourself, and you know, if you're not feeling really high vibrational ever, you know, if you're the Four of Swords here, feeling really deflated and lost, it's time to tap into yourself and be like, well, what's some small adjustments that I could do in my day-to-day life? Just little tiny things that would just slowly shift something within me. And that could be as simple as cutting down a certain food, quitting a bad habit, starting to go for little walks in the morning. You know, this is all some things that can influence us in so many ways, not just physically, but energetically, emotionally, mentally. And then you're allowing clarity to come through into your mind so that you can tap into yourself and rediscover these things that you want to focus on. If there's something that you've been thinking about or in the back of your mind that you wish you could get back into, this is your spirit guide saying, yes, it is time now, it's time now. When you show the universe that you're now putting yourself first, you're nurturing your body, you know, you're nurturing what it is that your desires are, what lights up your soul, you're going to be rewarded. The Wheel of Fortune tells us that when you do start to do this, there's luck on your side, and you're going to start to see that really clearly. And it might come through as just little signs from the universe that, yes, this is happening for me. Okay, but they really want you to rediscover yourself. There's something that you've forgotten. There's something that used to make you feel so good. And they want you to think about that, because it's going to be different for everyone. It's time now to move out of this. You know, you're not filling up your cup. There's something missing. Okay? But of course, be patient with yourself, because you can't go from being so used to this, you know, or to this, or to the Queen of Pentacles. Alright? And what I'm hearing here is just these steps, these small steps turn into huge steps, because you may think they're small changes or whatever they are, but they're in fact going to really influence your life in crazy ways and help you towards achieving the things that you want to achieve. Capricorn is someone who is very motivated. It's quite common for Capricorns to get knocked back, but get back up again and keep going and climbing higher. So they're bringing in the energy of that inner Capricorn. You don't have to be a Capricorn. This is just, we all have every zodiac sign within us. They're just bringing through this energy to say, you know, it doesn't matter what's happened or what happens, you have the ability to make these things happen in your life. So it's time now to believe it. Switch up how you're feeling. This is going to influence how you feel incredibly. Okay, incredibly. Alright? Now I can already see what Spirit's telling me is that when you start to rediscover what it is that is within you and within your soul, this may not mean for everyone that it's something you've already done, that you've lost passion or you've lost time to do. This is rediscovery in the way of rediscovering what your soul set out to do in this lifetime, because this is something that we don't remember when we come into this earth, but our soul knows what it needs to do and what it wants to do. This is you tapping back into that. And when we peel back the layers of this human life, you know, getting caught up in the dramas, and we peel back that and we find ourselves vulnerable, our soul just standing there, we start to be able to connect and feel where we need to go in our life. We start to feel like we can intuitively make decisions on where to go, and your soul will guide you where you need to go. The Queen of Pentacles tells me that when you step into this phase of your life, stability is just going to automatically start shifting and molding into your life around you. Whatever that means, stability, it may mean through love. It may mean that you are seeking a relationship that fulfills you, that fills your cup. Okay? For some of you, it is about relationships. But what it takes to attract and open your doors to a stable, healthy, loving relationship is putting yourself first, healing the things you need to do first, letting yourself rediscover yourself, what it is you want. Okay? And when you start to find that independence within your soul, you realize, I don't need someone, but someone could complement my life. And that's what we want. Okay? So there's quite a lot of information coming through, and there's lots of different scenarios going on because there's different people watching this, but it is all for you, and there's always a message in here for you. Okay, there's definitely a new idea coming for you. There's a new idea, a new vision, a new something that you haven't thought about before. So I'm feeling like there's this new want or a new goal or a new direction that you discover when you start to tap into yourself, this is what's happening. This is what's coming for you. And you're going to be feeling so differently. I feel like a lot of you are very up and down emotionally. And with this action, these small steps to tapping into yourself and putting time into rediscovering yourself. And this could be as simple as saying, look, I've been working so hard, or, you know, if you have a full-time job and you're working lots of hours, or if you're a mother and you just, you know, you never have a break. It's time now to say, well, look, I do all this work and I deserve to do something that I really enjoy, that brings me joy, that is good for my mental health, good to, that allows me to process or shift energy within my body so emotions don't get stuck. And do little hobbies that bring you joy, because these things are shifting the way you feel entirely. And like I said, Ace of Swords is like something new is coming to discovery. The Ace of Swords is like, whoa, I had no idea this is what I wanted to do, but this is what I'm going to do. Okay? And trust whatever that happens, whatever that is. Let's just see if there's any more messages. Any more advice for pile number 1? What must they know? You've got the Queen of Cups and the Lovers. So this is definitely either about just finding yourself to be at a point where you feel emotionally stable and strong within yourself. Okay? Spirit is saying when you find that place, when you realize that you find this within yourself before you find it anywhere else. They want you to be working towards a place of independence and love for yourself before you move forward and open the doors to anything else, okay? And this is literally for any of the scenarios I've spoken about, whether you're looking for love, whether you're looking for rediscovering yourself to head towards certain goals, whether you're wanting to start a new family and you just can't see how or when it's going to happen. This is the advice that you need to take to open those doors, to progress forward. Okay? The Queen of Cups is someone who is so sure of what they want, so emotionally stable. They know what their emotions are telling them. They know what they want, and they're still sensitive, and they care, and they're nurturing. It's very motherly, nurturing energy, and they're someone who appreciates and loves themselves and the people around them, and sees the beauty in all situations, in all people. This is what they want you to move towards. Okay, so now they just want you to really spend some time with yourself. I feel like you don't spend enough time with yourself quietly and just feeling how you're feeling. What is it you actually want? Spirit's saying. What is it? And you need to tell the universe out loud. What is it you want? So the advice that Spirit wants you to know is to take this time to rediscover yourself. Take this time to nurture yourself. Take this time to check in and make adjustments within your day-to-day life. Bring in activities and hobbies that may bring you joy or raise your vibration, and watch as this all plays out. Be specific in what you want, because that's when the good luck comes. The universe is listening. They want you to have what you want. the nurturing. If you want a family, it's coming, but you must do this first. If you want a lover, if you're looking for love, a relationship that feels so emotionally fulfilled, this is what you need to do first. Amazing ideas are still yet to come. This is where you need to start in order to achieve any of these situations, these scenarios. Okay, if this resonated with you, let me know below. Otherwise, if you want to know more, or you don't feel like you want to stop this reading just yet, you want to continue, message me. You can have a personal direct reading if that's what you please. I am open to that, so I may hear from some of you, I may not. If not, I'll see you in the next readings. Lots of love. Hello, Pile 2. Welcome to your reading. Today we're looking at what advice or what must you know in order to progress forward within your life, and we're going to sneak peek into what's coming for you. Okay, so let's start with your first card and your rune. So this rune actually symbolizes waves. And what the waves mean, it's all about letting go, surrender, and flow. It's about trusting and releasing, trusting the universe. You know, if you picture water, you know water just flows and goes where it needs to go, and it trusts that. Okay, so it's about flowing and being in the moment. And your first card is brilliance. Ooh, I love this. And you can see here in this card, it's like this person is tapping into different streams of knowledge. All this information is flowing into their body, into their mind. So that's interesting. Let's put that up here and we'll see what comes out from there later. So I've gone ahead and I've shuffled some cards. Let's see what you've got. You have the Magician. That's special. You have 5 of Swords. You have Queen of Cups. Ooh. What else do you have? You have Strength card. You have 5 of Cups. You have Ace of Pentacles. And then your oracle is the 11th house in community. Interesting. Oh, let's see what this is about. Okay. So, going with the flow, releasing, letting go. Let's just move these over here. Okay. Alright, so what I'm feeling Spirit's advice is today, or what's coming through straight off the bat, is there's a lot of thoughts and worries coming through, and I do feel like this is to do with the people that you surround yourself with, the community that you're surrounding yourself with. So Spirit is really highlighting the awareness that the people that you're spending time with are not, well, not all of them, but there's some in particular. There's a community that you may be involved with that needs to go. Okay, and I just feel like they're really taking a toll on your energy, your brilliant energy. And you may be quite an empathic person who soaks up energy, who absorbs energy or feels what other people feel at times. Okay, so what I'm feeling is it may not be an entire community, but there's someone in particular or some people in particular that a very toxic to your mind. This may be someone in particular who puts you down, or it might be someone who just talks a lot of negativity and doesn't intentionally mean for you to take on that, okay? But being the Queen of Cups, it's like someone who is very, you just absorb it. You're very sensitive to these energies, whether you know it or not. So if you do find yourself having headaches or frustration or up and down emotions and anger, it's like this person or these people are really affecting you. And you can see in the background here, like someone's literally shedding some blood. So what it is like it's affecting you more than you realize from like what seems to be on the surface level. It goes a lot deeper. And in fact, when, you know, we are who we listen to and who we hang out with. And if you want a spirit saying, you know, if you want to feel better and you want to have a more positive mindset, there needs to be some intentional shifts. And it's okay to distance yourself from people who don't make you feel amazing or don't make you feel good or really, you know, they're energy suckers, okay? So that's what I'm feeling. This is something that is coming up strongly for you. And if you want to progress and feel better, this is where you need to start. You need to be aware of that there are people that you don't have to bring yourself and surround yourself with. But also, you will really benefit from protecting your energy, your crown. With this brilliance card, it's like people are soaking or absorbing all your brilliance, your energy. There's literally people, unintentionally of course, that can come across or be labeled as energy suckers, or you know. So people are naturally drawn to people who have good energy, and they go there and they soak it all up to make themselves feel better. So you might find that people come to you to vent or gossip or let loose. So Spirit's really saying it might be time now to really let go of those people. Here we are. Let go and surrender and release what it is that you've taken on. Because what Spirit is saying is, when you start to be more aware of this, you're going to find yourself feeling so different. You're going to feel so much stronger, so much more emotionally stable. Okay? And you're going to be a lot more powerful when it comes to your inner power, your magic. And when I say magic, we all have this. But you got the Magician card, which shows me that you have a lot of power, influence on your thoughts. So when you have good thoughts, good things flow into your life. And when you're feeling really drained and down, this is why things seem so yuck and bad, or you have like a little dominoes effects of this went wrong, this went wrong. You know, when people say, oh, well, you know, when something bad goes wrong, it comes in threes. You know, that is literally like not true. It is what you think it is. And if that's what you believe, then that's what comes. So, you know, that's what I'm feeling. It's like the Magician is like using your energy, your thoughts to influence the things that play out around you. So they want you to decide that, no, I don't attract people who want to take my energy, and I don't allow them into my vicinity. With the Strength card, you can see that you're standing by, you're standing with yourself, and you're deciding, I'm doing this for me now. I got to do this for me. Okay. People might get offended that, why are you not hanging out with me anymore? Or we haven't caught up in ages. Why won't you catch up with me? Just be honest. Just be like, look, I I've just been drawn to be doing other things right now, you know, whatever it is, because that's honesty. You know, you're working on yourself. Okay. Then we have the Ace of Pentacles. So this brings us to the whole subject on starting to manifest and open up new doors. So if you've been feeling really stuck, it's because of this. You're being caught up in a web of, look, this is almost like a web. It's like you're touching this web, right? Let's pretend this is your hand, and you're tuning into all of this, which is everyone else's stuff, okay? And so it's made you stuck. And I wouldn't be surprised if you feel like really yuck up and down all the time, or when you go out to social events or you hang out with someone, your body might even make you think that you're getting sick, or you're coming down with something, or you literally do get sick all the time. If that's you, this is why. Okay, your immune system is linked heavily to the mind and your energy. Okay, that's why I always say, energy healing and Reiki is linked heavily to our physical body and how we're feeling, how sick we get often, or areas where we get sick. So you may even benefit from energy healing. Whoever you're drawn to getting that done with, so be it. Just so you know, I do them as well. I'd be happy to help you there. So this is something. Maybe you need to release this. Okay, whenever you see this was meant for you. So this is a time to let go, release, and reorganize the people that are in your life. If they're not, if they're bringing you down at all, they're not supposed to be in your life, and you're allowed to make that decision. Okay. 5 of Cups is like there's going to be some hard decisions to make, I think, for you. Okay. There might be people that are feeling a little bit down about these decisions you're making, or they might wonder, she or he, this person's different. Why aren't they hanging out with me or listening or want to hear what I have to say anymore? So it's going to go a little bit of both ways. There might be, for some of you, people that you are still holding on to and you still love, and you do want to hang out with them, but at the same time it's not really helping your health, your mental health, your emotional health, your spiritual body, and your physical, like we just spoke about, if you're getting sick or feeling yuck all the time. And you know what? It doesn't have to be forever, but some of this will be, because not everyone will change with you. But also, if you feel drawn to it, you can always suggest to the people, could we talk about more positive things? I really want to steer away from this topic, or whatever it is that doesn't make you feel good, okay? Or the way that they talk to you. If you can. If it's someone you can't get through to, then there's no point, okay? That's when you know, okay, it's time to break the ties. It's time to shift myself away from this. Let's tap into some things that will come out of this. What's some positive things? Once pile 2 makes these moves. Yeah, you're going to be feeling so much more motivated, because at the moment you feel really heavy with burdens, is what I'm feeling. Yeah, you're going to be free, and you're going to be, you're going to be feeling so much more lighter to get things done. If you feel like you never have any energy, this is why. Spirit is saying this is why. You're going to have so much more energy to get these things that you want to get done, or you're going to have more energy to focus on things you want in your life, and it's going to come so much more easier when you feel lighter. Literally letting go of a lot of this stuff you've been carrying. The 10 of Swords is like someone who's just really run down. Maybe if you don't even feel really run down, it just means spiritually or energetically, okay? But if you are someone who keeps getting sick, this is your body saying something needs to change, something needs to change. You'll really benefit as well from having nice baths, nurturing warm baths, okay, or bathing in the ocean. This is very cleansing, especially with the Queen of Cups, who has their water there as well. She's literally sitting in the ocean. You can see that with the fish next to her. Yeah, so the Nine of Wands is someone who's like, whoa, I found like this whole new motivation and feeling within me. I feel so much lighter, I feel good, I feel brave, I feel confident. You'll be proud of yourself for putting yourself first. And you can see here with the Seven of Swords, someone is walking away from someone. Like, I got this, I'm doing it, I'm doing this, I feel good, I'm free. I also feel like some of you might even have more motivation to get up and do things such as adventures, traveling, okay? So this is what you have to come. Pile number 2, this is beautiful. And it's never a fun time when we take on so much of other people's energies. So I hope you can move past this and take on Spirit's advice for you today. And I'm sending you lots and lots of love. And I look forward to seeing you next time. If you want to hear more and more, feel free to contact me and for a personal one-on-one reading. I do those. If you want to delve deeper into this, 100% I'm happy to help. We'll see you next time. Bye. Hello, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. Today, like I mentioned, we're going to find out advice from Spirit, what you need to know in order to progress forward in life. And we're also going to look into what's coming, what will come out of this when you make these moves. So we've got your card and we've got your rune. So the rune that you chose today represents movement. It represents change, sometimes travel, sometimes, just movement. And in positive times, it can mean vacation, or it can just be moving out from a situation. So that was interesting to see. We'll tap into that more. Dependability is your first card. Dependability. Let's see what your other cards have to tell us. You have the Seven of Cups. You have the Ace of Swords. You have the Queen of Pentacles. You have the Six of Wands. Well, that's good. You have the Nine of Wands. The Page of Pentacles, and then your oracle is conjunction, alliance, okay, working as a team. This can be in astrology. It's a conjunction is usually like a conflict where we need to give or take, give a little and take a little, come to an agreement, come to an alliance in somewhere. Okay. All right. All right. So I feel like there is a relationship involved here, okay? Now, it doesn't have to be romantic. It can be a family member, it can be a friendship, it can be whoever resonates to you, whoever it makes sense to be, okay? Because it's going to be different for everyone, okay? All right. So interestingly, dependability, it shows a male and a female. Doesn't have to be, again, it's just a relationship in general where we, you know, there might be some sort of tension or struggle within this relationship. For example, if it's a mother, we might be fighting with them a lot, or if it's a partner, there might be certain issues or conversations going on that there's just overall there might be tension or drama in some area. But this is coming up for you from Spirit today. And with the conjunction and alliance, it just tells me that someone in this relationship, but I feel like this advice is coming for you, is that we can be quite stubborn and stuck in our ways, or we don't want to shift. We don't want to shift out where we are because we're right, or this could be the other way around. This person might be like, no, I'm not changing the way I am because I'm right and they should change. Either way, there needs to be a shift. And if it's you, then you have the power to make this shift, make this change, okay? If this is a person where you just don't see yourself resolving a relationship or coming, you know, like being anything, then what Spirit's saying is there at least needs to be some kind of alliance, some sort of peace, you know, where you can, if it's family, where you can go to family get-togethers and there's nothing really, no tension, okay? You don't have to be close with this person, but there just needs to be some kind of alliance is what they're saying. Very interesting pile, okay? There could also be kids involved as well. The Page of Pentacles can indicate kids, but if there's not, doesn't have to be. It can just represent someone who is very new to this point of view. Could be yourself, considering this alliance or considering this give and take energy, coming to an agreement, a peace. It might be really out of your comfort zone, but Spirit wants you to know that when there is this forgiveness, this peace, or coming to a balance, you know, if there is an argument, it's time to come to a balance with each other and have this discussion with each other, okay? Like I said, the Page of Pentacles is like someone who's never really dealt with this situation or looked at it from this point of view, very new to something, okay? Now, what they want you to do is really take your time and sit with yourself and decide, well, what do I actually want from this situation? Do I want to be okay? Do I want this to progress and improve where we can find dependability, a good connection again? Or do I just want to be okay, to have that peace and not have to worry? So you need to make that decision, because it's going to be different for other people, everyone who's watching this. But Spirit's really pushing this peace, this healing. Whatever they're doing to irritate you, this healing needs to be done so that you can progress forward in your life. I do see here with the Ace of Swords, there is some kind of communication or conversation that is going to be really significant to this whole situation. So again, it's hard to say when this will actually happen, but it's important to sit with yourself and be sure and decide what it is you want from this relationship before the conversation happens, so that you have clarity and you know what you want to get out of the conversation. Okay? Some of you, this conversation will take you by surprise, or some of you will organize this and be like, can we talk? Can we catch up? Can we do this? But there is some sort of form of communication that needs to happen, and the whole idea of making peace is really being pushed here, okay? The Queen of Pentacles brings through when you do sit with yourself and decide what you want, you'll have this different kind of confidence behind you. Even practice what you want to say, if that helps. I know for some of us words don't come easily, and some it does. Words come really easily. But if there's a lot of emotions involved, Spirit's saying maybe even write it down. If you need to write a letter. But this conversation, this interaction that they're encouraging does shift a lot of things. So really just get what it is that you feel comes from the heart across to this person. Okay, and I feel like you're going to be shown that you really can do this, and it will be okay. You know, this person might react in a way that you didn't realize would happen, or maybe you expected the worst, but I see a positive outcome. So, you know, this situation is really lifting, okay? This whatever's on your mind, this tension is really just like, whew, that feels so much better. I feel so much better. Okay, that's what I'm feeling. And this is like achievement. So whatever it is that you need to have a conversation about, I feel like there is an agreement, there is an alliance that comes through, but this is really something that you need to sort out now, so this doesn't just fester and sit here uncomfortably, because the longer we leave it, the more damage it can make, or the deeper it sits within us, and we don't want that to happen. We kind of want to solve these things as quickly as possible. So maybe it is something that's been festering for a while, and this is now the time to deal with it. Or if it's really new, same thing. Spirit doesn't want it to play too long in your life, because you have better and bigger things to deal with in the coming future. You see, with the Nine of Wands, this brings through like this whole different a new motivation. Like, I feel so much better. I feel so much lighter. I'm ready to just move forward now. I'm ready to move forward. And let's see what Spirit has to say about, you know, what good is coming after you do sort this out. What's coming? Okay. King of Swords. Better communication skills is what I'm hearing. Between you and this person, but also you in general. You're learning something here that is going to help you in future situations and relationships. Communication is important. Two of Swords, Page of Pentacles, and Ten of Pentacles. Wow. Yeah. So this is bringing you to a more abundant time within your life. Interestingly, this baggage or this situation is really, just unlocking things within your life. Page of Pentacles again brings to me, you know, someone who has a lot of ideas and wants, and really just needs to communicate and get those out there in order to have those things come to life, come into their world, basically. So, you know, for instance, if this is a relationship, a romantic relationship, it's like you need to have these discussions with your person, because there's certain things you want in your life that they're not aware of yet, or maybe they have different goals, but it's time to come to a middle ground, is what I'm hearing. Okay, so communication is improving. This is really strongly improving your skills, but also some of you who are in relationships with this person, that's improving. Okay. Interesting. The Two of Pentacles is like someone who is really just grateful for what they have, okay, is what it's bringing in. It's like this person who thought that things were going to go down the worst way possible, turns out that it's actually going in a more positive direction than they ever expected. and now you're holding on to this and you're like, wow, you know what, I'm really grateful for taking that chance and having that conversation and releasing what it is I needed to release, because I'm just holding on to this like I'm so grateful. Okay, so there's gratitude, there's communication skills improved, and 10 of Pentacles means, you know, stability and achievement. 10 of Pentacles means someone who is feeling so secure within their life. This can mean family. This can mean like children and a family all together. Just feeling more stable, like there's nothing hanging over your shoulders or weighing you down any longer, is what I'm hearing. Okay. But again, I'm also hearing that some of you, have a couple of children involved as well. So this is benefiting them, you know, just by having these you releasing things that no longer serve you is shifting the way your children feel as well, for those of you who are parents. If not, disregard that. But you know, like, just know that this is bringing a positive outcome for your children as well. Okay, but 10 of Pentacles is so magic. It's it brings financial stability as well, so just be aware of that. There's definitely things unlocking for you in the future. So as you can see, Spirit wants you to deal with this situation in order to unlock and allow these things to unfold. And I love that for you guys. If this is resonating with you and you really want to hear more of what's to come, or how to do this, or the energy about any question around this, feel free to message me. The links are all in below, and you can have an extended reading with me if that pleases you. Overall, I hope that this helps you, and I look forward for you to experience this. Lots of love, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Hello, Pile 4. Welcome to your reading. So you know this is Spirit's advice on what you need to know to progress forward within your life, and then glimpses and sneak peeks of what's to come when you do move through this. So let's start with your rune. This particular rune can symbolize harvest, okay? So this means prosperity, luck, rewards. It's kind of like fruits for your labor, but also brings the message, don't forget that good harvest requires hard work and sacrifice sometimes, okay? So let's sit that up there and check out your first card. Alliance. Okay, interesting. Let's see what else you've got. First of all, you have 5 of Wands. Then you have King of Wands. Then you have the Emperor. Then you have the Ace of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, the Sun card, and Juno partnership. Wow. I just want to get one more card for these guys to clarify. Okay. All right, so there's a lesson to be learnt here for you guys. There's a lesson to be learned. So something may be playing out. Some sort of disruption, disagreement. There's a lot of fire energy coming through here, so there might be tension between a couple people. It could be to do with the workplace or someone you work with, or a relationship. There's definitely something to learn here and to move forward with, to progress forward with, like Spirit wants us to know. But it's something that you're not actually seeing yet. It's kind of like you're both distracted on getting your way, that you're not seeing the lesson here. And I can feel, interestingly, this is so funny that maybe you were drawn to pile 3 as well, but if not, that's cool. There's a similar kind of message here. It's like, yeah, there's still something playing out here, and until you guys learn this lesson of how to come to a more peaceful agreement of some kind. It's a spiritual lesson. I also feel like it's a karmic thing from a past life. If it's not a relationship, it's like a partnership, someone you work with, or it could literally be anyone in the family if there's tension or drama going on there. If there's someone you're not speaking to anymore as well, and it still haunts you, or something still hurts you to this day, something someone said. The other person is trying to move on, but you're still hurt, or maybe it's the other way around. I just feel like there's 2 stubborn energies. No one wants to be the one that gives in or apologizes or forgives or releases. It's like, no, they don't deserve that. And then the other person's like, yeah, they just, no, I'm not giving in. I want my way. So there's that, and it's very stuck energy, and Spirit's saying there needs to be an alliance. There needs to be less fire, less aggression here, and more peace. There's going to be a time where one of you are drawn to do the healing within yourself, and there's things that you're going to let go of. And some of you are literally going to apologize, or you're going to just say, like, come to an agreement and be like, can we just get over this now? Like, can we move forward? I'm done here. There's just a very stuck energy here I'm feeling, and Spirit wants you to get out of that. It's time to just get out of that now. It's quite a waste of time. It's not a waste of time, that's not the right words to use, but you guys are staying in this energy for longer than is needed. Whoever this person is to you, be discerning, but there's definitely spiritual lessons here. Growth is required. You need to be the bigger person, is what Spirit's saying. Spirit wants you to be the bigger person, forgive someone for their past, or come to a middle ground, an agreement with this person, okay? Whatever it is, whoever it is, there just needs to be something done there in order for you to progress forward. This is keeping you very stuck, okay? And like you got in the rune, there's a lot of prosperity waiting within your harvest. It's like there's a lot of beauty coming to you. You can see that with the Wheel of Fortune and the Sun card together. That is ridiculous, like ridiculously amazing. Okay, I'm just gonna say that right now. Whatever you guys need to move forward from, forgive and forget, or agree and forgive and release, whatever it is, this needs to happen now, because these 2 this fiery, stubborn energy is keeping you guys stuck. But I can also see that Spirit thinks that you're the one to take the lead on this. You're going to be the one that needs to take the lead. Otherwise, you guys will stay here. It's like someone's not going to ever give in. So you need to be the bigger person in this circumstance, okay? Not sure if you're both fire signs or not, or you just both have stubborn tendencies, but this needs to be done, okay? As hard as it is, but you need to have it come from the best part of your heart, okay? So take your time with that, but that is what Spirit wants you to know. There's greater relationships or partnerships coming, okay? Whether or not that partnership, relationship, whatever it is strengthening, but this is a nice energy. It's like a special bond. It's kind of like soul contract stuff. This was supposed to happen to get to this place. So just know that the outcomes are really positive. There's a whole different perspective and emotion. Ace of Cups is like a new chapter on how we feel. Okay, so there's whatever happens here is allowing you to move into this new chapter to how you feel. Once you do sort this out, the universe is listening, and the Wheel of Fortune is in your favor. So really good stuff is just going to start pouring into your life. The Sun is like wish fulfillment, abundance. So if there's something that wherever you're moving towards or what you want, once you sort this out, just have it in your thoughts really powerfully. This harvest is happening. Sometimes it does take a bit of work to heal and let go, or to forgive someone. That's what this whole rune was talking about. Good harvest requires hard work and sacrifice sometimes, and sometimes we have to be the bigger person and be like, right, as much as I would stay here and just let this go on forever, I need to do this for myself. And this is when this comes through, this new chapter, this new phase. Your cup is being refilled. Your energy is no longer going all in here in this situation. Okay, and now you have the clarity and the mind to focus on all these things that you can draw in and manifest into your life as you let go of that. But I also want to check in to see what else is coming for you guys. What else will come after this situation? Queen of Pentacles. Someone who is super confident and stable and independent. Better times are coming. Whatever is happening here, whatever you're going through emotionally, there's better times to come. Better times to come, okay? It's like, yeah, the Star card is something you've been wishing for some time, but it comes to the point where nothing's going to change unless you decide to change, okay? And that's where you're coming from. But it does represent someone who's been through some tough stuff or tough past, and is moving into this phase, this magical, beautiful phase of finally getting the things you deserve. You're leaving this behind. Whatever's been keeping you up at night, maybe you've just been more stressed than usual. Stressed over things, stressed over this situation, whatever this phase is. If you struggle with sleep, that is shifting. Subconsciously, this whole thing that you've been holding on to has been affecting your subconscious mind, so not allowing you to rest very well. And so this is changing, this is shifting. You're going to be sleeping better, you're going to be thinking clearer, you're going to have more confidence, you're going to be able to be more independent and stand on your 2 feet so much more. Some of you, I feel like this is a lot of childhood stuff, forgiving a parent or someone, but also others, it's a relationship. Some of you, it will be romantic, but better times are coming, guys. I'm so happy for you. If this is resonating with you and you feel like you need more from this, just contact me, book in for a one-on-one reading with me, and we can delve deeper and deeper into this and find out more. Let me know below if you enjoyed this. And also, I am so happy for you that these beautiful things are coming for you. So really just have a think about what Spirit's advice is today and see how you can incorporate that into your situation and form that alliance. That more peaceful phase in your life is awaiting to happen. Okay, lots of love to you, 𝗠𝗚, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.